Bogard scot-free in every sense of the word. I keep my hands clean, sanitized. I've been analyzed, the streets found a way. Now I charge you find his feet. Moutier, the lifestyle blinded me. Gotta be an angle here. It's all geometry. It was all a dream. Like the late great notorious, the road less traveled, the road less glorious.
The abyss of these bubblegate fixtures. Still I rise in the midst of demons, block confusing pictures. On the slide of future menus, looks bright on the new venues. Pressed it on wax, watch the saga continue. Lessons, the facts, it's all something we've been through. But when pain's no longer holding pain, that's just something I don't do. Ventilation a healthy process to a regimen focused with lit views. Don't fall for traps, don't be confused, don't let them get you.
Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome in. It's Tuesday. We're going to be talking a couple of different sports today. So we got SuperDraft Pro, hockey, and then we clearly talk about basketball every day. And hey, if you haven't been here before, I'm JC Money. This is my man, Coach Craig. What's up, Craig?
Got good news for you today.
Oh,
we can play your boy tonight.
Who?
Kevin Love.
Oh, shit. I love K-Love. Dude, he looked fired the other night.
Yeah, he played 30 minutes. Jared Allen's not playing tonight, so.
Yes, I'm firing him up for sure. They were talking about Burns. I thought Burns he was playing.
No.
Damn. All right, so
we talked about him 2 minutes ago.
I know. I want him to be playing so bad. They must not be playing tonight.
Nope.
Oh, well.
There is a lot of teams playing tonight for hockey, though.
Yeah. 11 games. So let's get into it right away. Let me pull up some of the sheet stuff.
And there's a lot of backup goalies tonight, and there's going to be a lot of high-scoring back-and-forth games. So when you're looking at it from a SuperDraft perspective, there's only like 4 or 5 goalies that are 2X on tonight's slate. But those games are probably going to go pretty high. Or they're just not in that good of a matchup to start with. So the first game is the Colorado-New Jersey. Colorado is minus 220 as favorites, so they're pretty decent favorites. Their top scorer is Kadri. The top scorer for New Jersey is Bratt. Over under 6.5 goals on this game. Colorado probably wins this one pretty easily. I believe it's a backup goalie for New Jersey tonight as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Then for Las Vegas and Philadelphia, Las Vegas is minus 170. March Assault. I don't even know if that's how you say it. He's their top scorer now. Up until a while ago is Stevenson. Then Atkins is the top scorer for Philadelphia now, which is something new since we've been here. Over under 6 goals. Do you have a noise going on in the background? I keep hearing something.
What does it sound like?
I don't know, like an echo or somebody else talking.
Nope.
Weird. We'll see if it goes away or not.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, there's like an echo. I don't know what it is then. Let's see.
Hold on a second. Watch this. I'll turn my mic off. Ready, go.
Yep. Okay. So then we have Florida and Pittsburgh. Florida's minus 120. Over under that game is 6.5. Top scorer for Florida is Huberdeau. Top scorer for Pittsburgh is Gunsel, it looks like. And that's probably going to be one of the high-scoring games. Kind of going back and forth. Then we have Toronto minus 280 against Seattle. Seattle's top scorer is McCain, and the top scorer for Matthews for Toronto, 6.5 over and under in that game. Toronto's probably going to run away with that game. So when I was talking about those 2X multiplier guys, maybe you go with a guy like Jack Campbell here at 1.45, who's going to be mentioned later. Then we have Arizona and Detroit. Detroit is minus 180. They are at home. This over-under is 6 goals. Top scorer for Arizona is Keller. Top scorer for Detroit is Larkin. Detroit's not playing very well, but Arizona is actually playing surprisingly well in the last 5 games. So maybe this is an upset here for Arizona tonight. Then we have Ottawa and St. Louis. St. Louis is minus 270. Over-under in this game is 6 goals. Top scorer for Ottawa is Chauchuk, and then the top scorer for St. Louis is Cryro. And that's another goal I'm looking at tonight is I believe his name's Binghamton for St. Louis. He's at 1.45 or 1.4. I can't remember off the top of my head. Then we get down to Dallas and Nashville. Nashville is minus 135 at home here. And then Joe Pavelski is the top scorer for Dallas. And then Josie is the top scorer for Nashville. 5.5 goals over under there. I think that one's probably going to go over. I think it's going to be a pretty pretty decent scoring game too. So pretty much a lot of these games are going to go over tonight. That's kind of the hard part. Then we get down to Minnesota and New York. Minnesota's minus 180 favorites, 6.5 goals, probably goes over that. 2 crappier goalies are playing tonight for both teams, so we'll have to see what that looks like. Panarin is the top scorer for New York. Minnesota is Kaprizov once again, and he's actually been playing pretty well once again. So, and he's a 2X, so why not play him?
Yep.
Then we get down to Tampa at minus 170. They're going against Winnipeg. This is over under 6 goals. Top scorer for Tampa is Stamkos, and top scorer for Winnipeg is Connor. That's probably another game that's going to go kind of back and forth too. Then we have Anaheim and Chicago. Chicago is a slight favorite at minus 120, over under 6 goals. This is probably the matchup. It's either going to go over or it's going to go it's going to get to 7 goals, or it's going to go all the way down to 3 or 4 goals probably. But we'll just have to see. Then top scorer for Anaheim is Terry, and top scorer for Chicago is Patrick Kane. And then we have Washington and Calgary. This is another backup goalie fest tonight. Alexander Ovechkin's is top scorer for Washington. Calgary slight favorites at minus 130. Gaudreau is their top scorer, and then over under 6 goals in that game. So that's going to be another one to watch. So maybe you want to target some of these higher scoring games. If I was targeting some of these games, probably Washington, Calgary, New York, Minnesota, maybe Dallas and Nashville. That's probably going to be one of the middle of the pack ones. Then we go down to probably some guys from Toronto. Florida, Pittsburgh probably be another one that'd be good to hit up. And then if you want to attack some of the Colorado guys too, at least. But if you're trying to stack, probably you want to stack that Washington, Calgary, the Florida, Pittsburgh, and then the New York and Minnesota if you're trying to stack single games.
I like playing some of these Minnesota guys.
Yeah.
They're scorers.
Yeah, they score pretty well, but the hard part is predicting who's going to do it on one night too.
That is true. That is a very good point.
Yep. So in terms of centers here, I got them all mixed up in order here, but Makinen's one of the guys that I do like tonight. He's at 1.25, Matthews at 1.05, Barkov at 1.7, Kadri 1.65. He is very popular in the pro picks. Him and I think Markov were the two, right?
Let me see.
No, Duchene's the other one. Duchene at 1.95. Larkin at 1.5.
At Cairo? Oh, you're talking about it center?
No. Center. So they have
Duchene?
They have Kadri and Duchene for the most part.
Yeah, probably because of the multipliers.
Yeah. Then obviously we got Sidney Crosby 1.1. Dubois is kind of like a flyer guy out there at 1.8 if you want to take a chance on him. Eichel at 1.35. He's starting to play better once again.
How did you say his name?
What?
Dubois?
Dubois? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Dubois.
I'm doing the non-French version, okay?
French Canadian, I would think it would be Dubois.
Yeah, well, he's going to take a chance on a guy tonight at center that probably not a lot of people are going to be playing. It's probably going to be him at 1.8.
Mm-hmm.
We get down to the wings. We got Kucherov at 1.2, Alexander Ovechkin at 1, Connor at 1.05. What was his name? Pacioretty at 1.3, Kaprizov at 2. Robertson, who's in a couple of the pro picks at 1.95, Gunsel at 1, Marner, who's in pretty much all the pro picks at 1.65.
Yeah.
He's probably a guy I just avoid tonight just because if everybody else is playing him. Patrick Kane at 1.15. There's a little bit of opportunity there, but that's probably not the game I want to attack personally. Gaudreau at 1.55. Maybe somebody that's there. What?
I said I like Gaudreau.
Yeah, he's the best guy for them, and that's going to be a backup goalie fest too. Kreider at 1.25 looks all right. Chauchka at 1.4. There's a lot of guys out there tonight just because there's 11 teams playing. So I tried to keep it short, but it's still pretty long. I don't even know how to say DeBrincat. We'll go with that. 1.7. He's been playing a little bit better as of late. It looks like Zuccarello is back. He's at 1.8. Obviously, one of the guys that could score for Minnesota. Keller is the top scorer for Arizona at 1.7. So probably a guy that you could take a look at there, especially since Detroit's not playing that well. Marchessault, 1.65. He's the top scorer for Vegas at this point in time. Terry, 1.95. Bunting at 2. Marchman at 1.95. He's a little bit risky guy. But if you want to take a little bit of risk there, Hughes had a big game. I think the last time I was 2 goals and 5 assists. It was a crazy game, honestly, but he's a 2X multiplier. So if you think he's going to stay hot, it's a little bit tougher matchup for him. They're kind of underdogs too. So Lindholm is a guy that always just kind of stays out for me, but I don't really play him. 1.55. That Bennett was a guy that was popular in the Pro Picks last time and playing rather consistent at least. So he's a 2X. And then this N. Schmaltz, he's for Arizona. No, that's the guy that had the really big game. Excuse me. So he's the guy that had a really big game for Arizona last time out. And then Granlund at 1.55, and then Cairo at 2, which is popular in the pro picks.
Super popular. I think I like Granlund. He's somebody that I like too. Another Minnesota guy.
Yeah, and then we get down to the defenders. Mocker's there at 1.5. He's in all the pro pick lineups. He's in my lineup too. I got Josie at 1.3 as well. You got Fox that I know you like at 1.2.
Yeah.
Hedman's pretty good. He's pretty consistent, but he's only he's just a 1x multiplier, so probably not going to go after him. Toes at 1.6. You can take a look at him. Obviously, if you play him, I probably want to play him and Mocker together since they play on the same team. What's this, the Cider or whatever? That's the guy that's in the pro picks too as well at 2. He's in like all of them. Then we got Truba. We'll just go with Truba. 1.75. He looks all right. Ekblad is a guy that we kind of mentioned on here, seems like every time. So I play him and Josie a lot together, and he's been pretty consistent. Had a couple down games as of late, though. Chabot at 1.65 looks all right. Sergev, I don't even know. Sergev, he's at 1.7. He looks all right. Falk at 1.85. He's had some decent games, so you could definitely go there if you want to. Then we get down to like all these goalies, and like there's a lot of high multiplier guys, but most of the high multiplier guys aren't good. So you're just hoping you get lucky and they don't give up a lot of goals, or they just get the win. So we got Kemper that's confirmed at 1.4. He should have a pretty. It should be a relatively easy game for him.
Yeah, that's probably
they should at least win.
That might be the smartest because Kemper's good, man. He's a really good goalie.
Yeah. For me tonight, is mainly looking at those guys that are right around that 1.4, 1.5 range tonight. Those are the goalies that look the best to me, at least on paper. This guy that he's going against, Dawes, he's not confirmed, but he's a 2X, probably going to get killed tonight. Then we have Lehner that he came back for Vegas not too long ago, and he's been actually doing pretty well. So if you want to take a look at him, they are playing against the Flyers that aren't that good. Hart is starting for the Flyers at 1.25. We got Bobrovsky at 1.5. That's probably going to be a back and forth game, so probably don't really want to go after him. He's either really good or he's not, or he gives up like 3 goals. Like there's not really any in between from what we've seen so far out of him. Jari, who he's going against, I think he's the backup goalie. I could be wrong though. Then we got the Grubar, who's Seattle's goalie tonight. In Seattle, they're not very good. Jack Campbell, if you want a guy that's probably going to win, 1.45. Obviously, he's not as good as he used to be, but he's going to win tonight, probably more likely than not. Yeah, so him and Kemper are like the free wins, at least, if nothing else. And then we get down to like these next guys. They're high multipliers. They're not very good. So like you can take a chance. Like if you want to take it. So the first guy here is starting for Arizona. He's like, he's got like 14 wins, 20 losses or something like that this year. But they're playing better. Detroit's not that good. So if you want to take – he's probably like the best 2X guy to take a shot on tonight. Then Nedeljkovic, we'll go with that, 1.8 for Detroit. Not that great. And they aren't playing that good lately. Forsberg's not very good. He's at 1.8. Bennington is probably – so when I'm talking Kemper, I'm talking – Campbell, and I'm talking Bennington. Those are the guys I'm probably looking at tonight at that 1.4 or 1.45 range because those are the guys that are probably going to at least win their game. Then we get down to Ottinger. He's at 2. He goes against Saros. That's at 1. I think that game's going to be more high scoring than they have projected.
The Pro Picks have him.
Yeah. They have him in one of the lines.
Yep. And then
and he's played rather well in the games that he started, but I think it's a tough matchup too. Then we got down to Georgiev and Talbot. That game's probably going to go high scoring. I don't really want to touch either one of those two.
I'm not a fan of Talbot, man.
And then
so bad. I like the rookie we got.
Then we got the Vaseline guy and Hellebuck. That game's probably going to go decent scoring too. Then you got Anaheim. So you have the Anaheim-Chicago game. So like if you want to take a shot on Gibson or Fleury here, it's probably not the worst thing in the world. They're both 1.5, 1.45 respectively. But if you're going to that, I'd just rather pick one of the guys that's 1.4 or 1.45 that we pretty much know is going to win. And then the last game, you have the 2X backup goalies with Vanacek and Vladar. And Vanacek's he's been decent before, but I just think that's going to be a high-scoring game either way. In terms of the pro picks, kind of touched on them already. Duchesne, Kadri, Cryo, Marner, Ratinen, and Mocker, Sater, and Vanchek. The only differences they have between a couple ones, they got Barkov in one of the line, Robertson's in 3 of the lines, McKinnon's in one of the lines. Actually, Robertson's in 4 of the lines.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ottinger's in one of the lines. So not too much change in between those 5 lines. So, yeah, it's an interesting slate, and it really just depends on how you want to build your lineup.
So let's get into building some hockey lineups, and then we'll start talking some basketball, bread and butter.
Yep.
So, I mean, if this is your first time coming on SuperDraft, welcome. And if you need to get signed up, hit one of us up on Twitter. And if you just look down at our names here, that's our Twitter handles.
Yep.
But, yep. So pretty much this is the page you come to when you come in here. You'll see it here. And if you're signed up on the subscription, you'll have the subscription contest. It'll say free. And they have coin stuff, too, which is kind of fun to play. And I won some coins last night.
Yep.
But, yeah, you'll see here. You'll see your free plays. Those are your plays. If you're in the elite, you have 3. So let's get into it, brother.
Yeah. So, I mean, personally, I like starting at goalie when it comes to hockey.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Just because, like, if you're playing the goalie, they're probably going to win. You're going to probably want some other players that are on their team at least. So,
Man, I'm thinking Kemper, dude. I mean, honestly.
You said Kemper, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Kemper. I really think, like I said, so for me, if it was Minnesota and Kokkonen was starting, I'd probably start him.
Yeah. So, like I said, with goalies, for me, it's Binnington, Kemper, and Campbell. And I'm playing Binnington myself, but you can obviously put Kemper in. That's a guy that you like quite a bit anyways.
I just wanted to see what Ottinger like. Look at some of his past. I mean, they don't have much in here. Obviously, they're way behind.
He's been respectable, but it's a tougher matchup tonight for sure.
So they won against the Wild 2 days ago.
Yeah, the Wild are just like hit and miss though.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Like it's like every Minnesota team.
But it looks like even though he's getting wins, I mean the wins are nice. He's still letting 3 goals in.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been getting. I mean, every game he's played, he's had a win. So I mean, he's been doing pretty well.
He's been doing decent. I think he's either a rookie or a second-year guy too. He's 23.
I mean, if he gets the win, that's the thing. Like, a win, that's like 2 wins.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not guaranteed a win either. So, like, you come down to the question, would you rather have a guy that's 1.45 or 1.4 that's pretty much guaranteed to win, that's getting you essentially, we'll just call it 9 points, or the guy that might get you 12 points for a win?
Looks like
so he's 19-6 this year. He's a second year.
A lot of overtime losses, it looks like.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's given up 3 goals the past 3 games. Or no, he's given up
3 goals in each of the past 3
goals,
games.
2 games. Yeah.
I mean,
he's
somebody that I might just play him in my bottom one, the bottom one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's easier, like, just to play one of the guys that we pretty much know is going to win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
Just because the 2X guys are so unpredictable, like these 2X guys tonight are pretty unpredictable. Like Andre might be the safest one, and that one has the lowest implied goal total for the game, but it's still a tough matchup for him.
And who are you thinking? You said Binnington, or
for St. Louis. Like Campbell makes a lot of sense too, because Toronto should just run away with that game. But Campbell's not like he's not as good as he once was. I think he's like 33 now. So
let's see.
But Seattle also is terrible. So yeah, that.
Yeah, there should be a lot of scoring on the Toronto side.
Yeah. I know somebody that wrote an article that literally said play line 3 from Toronto because they should be winning by that much.
Oh.
Play a lot of line 3. Yeah, David said goalie winning is important. Yes, the goalie winning is very, very important. So, and especially with some of these 2X guys, because if they don't win and they don't perform, then they're probably not going to help you at all.
And you're probably just taking Binnington because he's a 0.05 more.
Yeah, and I think they have a really good chance of winning too. I mean, like the difference between him and Kemper both should win anyways. They both should probably put up similar. They probably put up similar stats anyways. So, and I think more people are likely to play Kemper too. I feel like.
Oh yeah, I mean,
just to be a little different.
But who's starting for Toronto?
Campbell, Jack Campbell.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna, let's see. He's at 1.45.
Yeah. He's just.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him. He looks kind of bluff. When he wins, he looks like he wins barely.
Yeah, but it's also Seattle, so.
It's true, but we said the same thing about Arizona the other night, and they fucking went bananas.
Yeah, and they started playing well. But yeah, Seattle's worse than Arizona.
I think starting Kemper.
Yeah, just play him and then get a couple of Colorado guys in there real quick.
Let's see here. Oh, we'll just set one. I'm fine with just setting one lineup.
Yeah, Campbell has not been. Yeah, Campbell's been pretty rough the last couple of games.
Let's see.
Poor
see
old
Colorado game. And I know Kadri's gonna be fucking fairly well owned, but he's been so damn good. Man.
Yeah, if you're playing Colorado, you probably just play him. You probably play one of the defensemen.
Let's see here. What? Let me go back to the summary.
It's hard because the guys that have the good multipliers in Colorado that you probably want to play are the guys that are in the pro picks.
Yeah, I know. I like Kadri. I liked him before the pro picks even dropped.
Yeah. The one guy I'm really not. The one guy I'm really not as high on, or the one guy I'm not really high on from Colorado is Landeskog. He's just not been playing well lately.
This dude, he has a lot of assists, man.
Who?
Kadri. He's got the last 6 games. He's got in every game so far, he's got 2 assists. The last 4 games, he's had 2 assists in each game.
If you want to, you could play him and McKinnon together. I don't think a lot of people are going to do that.
That'd be pretty crazy.
I don't really think
then you're hoping for I guess I don't see a center making an assist with what are they on the same line? No, they can't be.
Yeah. No, McKinnon plays more wing than center anyways. It's just a super draft thing.
That would be
who would I play with Binghamton?
McKinnon gets a lot of assists too. It looks like their wings must be making a lot of shots.
Well, McKinnon plays the wing a decent amount too. So let's see. Bring up David's comment here too. So who do I play with Binghamton? I don't really like many of the St. Louis guys just because they're really unpredictable. But if you want to take a chance on some, Shen looks all right. Thomas is the guy I always like taking a chance on. Cairo or whatever that
Cairo is one of the big ones that they're playing. Yep, they're in the pro picks.
So if you probably play him, you could play with Cairo. You could play. There's a decent amount of guys on St. Louis, but they're kind of inconsistent. So you could look at Tarasenko, you could look at Perron, Shen. Thomas is super inconsistent, but when he hits big. So they had a lot of guys. They're just all kind of inconsistent. So I kind of like Falk as the defender or the defenseman though. But he's at what, 1.85? I just think they should win that game rather easily, at the very least. And it's one of the games that I actually think is going to hit the under, so that's kind of why I like the goalie in the game.
See, I always think about playing Fox, but I don't know. I think I just like them with the crazy multipliers when they have big multipliers.
Yeah, but 1.2, it's just
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to play Josie, though. Dude always is in the fucking shit. Man, he's always in
He's
the
good. He ain't a real defenseman though.
he's always shooting on goal. Like, yeah, he's always in the shit.
He's kind of like in soccer, what you call like an inside mid type of guy. Like he doesn't really play defense. Like he goes way up and then he has to fall back. So, or at least that's how he plays. I don't know. I've never watched the guy play, but at least that's how it looks. Like on paper, that's how he plays at least.
See, I just might stack these games. I mean,
Yeah, he's just like stopping the puck and then like shooting it all the way across court like crazy assist or something, you know? Yeah, I don't know.
You're playing Mocker, aren't you? I mean, everyone and their mom's gonna play Mocker.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to play Mocker and you want to get different, you could just play Toes.
I mean, I guess I could look at it. I think I'm gonna throw like I might take Mackin and one of these guys out and just leave it like this. I don't know yet, man. I mean,
I like playing those two together because it's just so different than like what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, you're right. It is. I think I want to play some guys.
Yeah, they're both in the first line. Pretty sure.
Let's see.
Yeah. David said Mocker with Kemper. Yeah, you can play Mocker with Kemper. It's not a big deal.
Dude, I like Kemper.
Yeah. Toes is like the discount version.
Dude, Toes has had a goal in the last 3 games.
Yeah, he's kind of like the discount version of Mocker, but like if you want to be different than Mocker and get the extra 0.1 multiplier, it's a way to get different and get it. But it's not all like season long. He's not as consistent. But
well, I mean, if you're looking at consistency in the last couple games,
yeah. But in the entirety of the whole season,
yeah. 5
I
shots, 2 assists and a goal and 5 shots. That's a fucking
especially
game.
in a game that there should be winning a little bit easier. You know, he might play just a little bit more than he normally does. I don't know. He's not bad by any means.
No, I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I don't know.
Get going, boy. We got basketball still.
I know. All right, let's get some wings in here.
Yeah. So you probably loaded up enough on Colorado already.
Yeah,
so
I'm going Minnesota.
I don't think you really want to attack the New Jersey side of that game. So you could look at some of the Minnesota guys, some of the New York guys. You can look at that Florida.
Kaprizov and Boldy.
I don't know how he's still at 2x. How is he still at 2x? He played really good last 2 games too, I think. Yeah, 2 goals last 2 games. He's still at 2x. And they don't even like him. That's the weirdest part. Boldy
he's kind of fallen off.
Zuccarello back, so that kind of hurt him out a little bit. He doesn't play.
I'll play Zuccarello too.
Yeah. You know who's really not doing much lately? That Eriksson Ek guy.
Yeah, it happens.
I was looking at him last night because I was skimming through the FanDuel stats and whatever. He hasn't done anything like the last 3 or 4 games. Which probably means he's going to score like 3 goals tonight now.
Zuccarello. I'm throwing him in there. 2 wingers. And then we'll throw someone else in there. Who else? We could throw someone from Nashville. Another guy from Nashville.
Yeah. Who's Nashville got it?
Granlund.
Could do Forsberg and his goofy mustache. I don't think he has the mustache picture on here, but on FanDuel he does. It's like this goofy looking mustache. Yeah, he doesn't have the mustache in that one.
All right, let's throw Forsberg in there and finish it off. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to leave it like this. I loaded up Colorado players.
Yeah. I think that's not the worst thing to do tonight.
No. And then, I went a little so Kaprizov with a 2-time multiplier and Zuccarello with the 1.8 multiplier. I mean, I feel like the multipliers here are nice. I feel like this is still enough lineup to where we can win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're going to rock this one. You know what we did. Bam. Lock it in.
Well, even too, like when you have the higher multipliers with the wings and stuff, like if they're scoring, it doesn't really matter. Like even if one of the 2x goalie hits and you get the right, like first of all, if the 2x goalie hits, then you have to get the right one, and then second of all, you gotta and then the rest of your lineup still got to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ottinger is pretty safe. With this, he's had a pretty good streak going on, but I mean, he's been letting a lot of goals through, so that's the only shitty thing. If you got 3 goals on you, I mean, it just depends on, I guess, how many saves you have too, because saves can count up too.
Yeah, if you get like 30 plus saves, you're okay still, but if you're only getting like 22 or something, yeah.
All right. Let's get into basketball. Basketball, Jones.
Yeah. So there's been some stuff that changed even since I made some of this too. So obviously last night we had some studs. We had Joel Embiid. He got 78.5 points. Luka Doncic 78.5 points. Oddly enough, they had both had the same total. Cade Cunningham. We already answered that. But Cade Cunningham was at 56 times 1.4, 78.4. Then Jordan Poole, who was terrible in the first quarter. He had 0 points in the first quarter. He ended up with 48.25, 1.65 multiplier, ended up with 79.61. I had a lineup that broke through and got second and won in the contest, first in another contest. So I had 5 out of the top 7 point scores on last night's slate.
You're a beast.
Yeah. In terms of the duds, we have Kyle Lowry. It was his first game back, but he still played like 30 minutes. So I think it's warranted enough to put him down as a dud. I don't think a lot of people played him, but he had 9.25 points, 1.35 multiplier, 12.49 points, and he played like 32 minutes last night. He only took 3 shots, and he missed all 3 of them, though. Then we got Trae Young, terrible shooting night once again, got to 34.5, 1.05 multiplier, 36.23 points. Bam Adebayo, 34.5, 1.2 multiplier, got to 41.4. Then Donovan Mitchell, not a very good night for him either. 36.5 points, 1.15 multiplier, 41.98 points. So, like, the really, really bad duds were just kind of Kyle Lowry and Trae Young, and probably the only one that was halfway popular was Trae Young last night.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the dart throws, we had Brian Williams, who was a 2x multiplier. He got 52 points. He had 104 points last night at 10% ownership. Very good play there. He was still a risky play, but, one that I played and one that we played in a couple of lineups that we built last night together. So if you played him, you probably did pretty well because he's the top overall point scorer last night. We have Martin Bagley at 43 points times 1.75. He got to 75.25. He's a guy that nobody could have projected doing this well yesterday. So Isaiah Stewart, he ended up playing 10 minutes, rolled his ankle, and was done for the game. This game went into overtime. Bagley actually played really well. So nobody could have predicted that. Naz Reid, 38.25, 1.85 multiplier. He was questionable going into the day, too. That's kind of the crazy part. He got 70.75 or 70.76 points. This game was a blowout, so Karl Anthony Towns obviously did pretty well. Naz Reid did well because he got to play 20-plus minutes because the game was a blowout. And he's a decent point scorer, too, in fantasy points per minute. Moses Moody, like I mentioned on the show yesterday, Moses Moody, Damian Lee, one of those 2 guys was going to pay off. Pick which one it's going to be is not a fun thing to do. 37.75 points, 2x multiplier, 75.5 points. So if you played Moses Moody, if you were brave enough to do that, it turned out all right. And unfortunately, on DraftKings, I had Moses Moody. I switched out to Tristan Thompson, who was a good play over there, too, because they're both $3,200. I'm like, well, if I just play both of them in the same lineup, it would have done really well.
Nope.
But that's a whole other story for a different day. Yeah, and I had freaking Isaiah Stewart, too, who got like 4 points and got hurt because he's a decent play on DraftKings at the beginning of the day. Guards in play for tonight, we got Steph Curry, 1.05, John Morant, 1.1. You really don't need to say much about those guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 1.15. The only concern is if they get blown out by the Bucks, which is a possibility, but then some nights the Bucks just look like crap too. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. LaMelo Ball, 1.2. He had a better game last time out. The game before that, he just sucked because he was in foul trouble. Like, he literally had 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game, came back. Like, he sat out a whole quarter, came back, got his 3rd foul, sat out again, and then he literally ended up playing 12 minutes because he had 5 fouls in 12 minutes the one game. So not what you're looking for there. Kyrie Irving at 1.2. Obviously, it's a away game, so he can play in this game. Kevin Durant's back, so we'll see how that looks with both those 2 guys in play together. I don't think they played a game yet together since Durant's been back. CJ McCollum, 1.25. Very consistent so since he came over in the trade. Brandon Ingram has a hamstring injury. He's questionable to play tonight. So if he doesn't play, CJ's going to look very good. Darius Garland, 1.25. Obviously, no Jarrett Allen tonight. Darius Garland's a guy that has high upside and definitely worth playing at 1.25. Reggie Jackson 1.5. Don't need to say too much about him. He's kind of been in this territory for a long time. And then campaign tonight for the Suns 1.5. He's been playing really well without Devin Booker and Chris Paul. And now there's no Cam Johnson tonight either. So in terms of dart throws, high multipliers, you can look at Bruce Brown 1.85. We'll see if he ends up starting tonight or not with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving both playing. I just assume that Goran Dragic, who drew the start at point guard last time, would just go to the bench instead of Kyrie Irving, though. Then we'd move down to the forwards and play, and honestly, it's not that great. There's Kevin Durant, two big names at the top. You got Brandon Ingram 1.3, but he's probably not going to end up playing if he popped up questionable in the beginning of the afternoon with a hamstring injury. He's probably not playing tonight, if we're being honest. Chris Middleton at 1.35. His multiplier is actually up there at this point in time. He's been playing reasonable, like not super great, but not bad or anything like that. He's a guy that if he gets you 36 points at 1.35 on tonight's slate, you're going to be pretty happy with that, which is not out of the question. Then we got Evan Mobley at 1.35. No Jared Allen tonight. Looks pretty good. Yeah, Kevin Love, who didn't make the list because I found out Jared Allen was out earlier today, and then I didn't put him on there since then. Kevin Love's at 1.65. You can definitely take a look at him. High multiplier guys. We got Kevon Looney at 1.75. Isaiah Jackson maybe at 1.75. These are all just kind of maybe guys except for Jay Crowder, honestly. Chuma Okeke's at 1.8. He's been playing well. Wendell Carter Jr. did miss the last two games, though, so he's back from his illness now. So he's starting tonight. Also important. Well, we'll get there with the injuries, but Jake Crowder 1.8 looks pretty good. No Cam Johnson tonight. Probably going to get a couple extra shots. And he played reasonably well the last couple games too, making the threes. So can't really say too much there. Jalen Smith 1.8. Him and Jackson just kind of go back and forth with each other. Will Wagner had a nice game last time, but Wendell Carter Jr. was on that game too. So probably not somebody you're playing tonight.
Centers.
Yeah. So DeAndre Ayton 1.3. He's not really done the best since Chris Paul's been out, which kind of makes sense in a way just because they do so much pick and roll with those two guys. But now you don't have Cam Johnson, another shooter out there. So are they going to try to play through DeAndre Ayton a little bit more tonight? It's definitely a possibility. Then we have Wendell Carter, 1.4. Obviously, he's coming back from an illness, but it's been like 3 or 4 days since he first had the illness too. So he should be all right tonight. Zubac at 1.55. He's a guy that has upside if he plays enough minutes.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen mainly against Houston, though. Then we got Steven Adams. He's up to 1.6 now. That's your dude. If you want to play Steven Adams, you can play Steven Adams. Another guy to mention there, too, is Andre Drummond, 1.65. Came back from his little banged-up knee. Marcus Aldridge is not playing tonight, so has some upside there for some minutes. Doesn't always mean it's going to work out, but if he gets enough minutes, he's going to get 18 rebounds again, so he's at 1.65, he's going to look pretty good, especially with how bad center it kind of is tonight, too. I mean, you could always play Evan Mobley at center, too. Kevin Love, you can only play on forward at SuperDraft. Because
we're playing him, too.
Then we have Jackson Hayes at 1.8. He has been starting, and they play against Memphis tonight, who plays a little bit bigger. I think this could be an okay game for Jackson Hayes. Is it an okay game enough for SuperDraft perspective at 1.8, though? Probably not, but it could be close tonight.
And he's in Wendy's game, isn't he? You can play him in Wendy's game.
Yeah, I think I'm playing him in there too because in that one he's at 2.2.
Yeah, I don't think I'd play him. I looked at him. Trust me, I looked a lot at him.
Was
There's
it
a
good?
couple guys I looked at a lot. You already know who I played at Campton. Champion.
Well, Steven Adams.
Yeah.
I did not. I played CJ at Champion because he's at 1.25 already. So
I think I had him he's my co.
Yeah.
I'll call him. Yeah.
I put Ja at co-champion too. So if you're listening, you know half my lineup.
I like Ja. I mean, I got him in there. Obviously, he's in there.
Yeah, but we can build something real quick too. I mean, God. Hold on. Let me get the injuries up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, talk some injuries, brother.
Okay. So Cleveland Cavaliers without Jared Allen and Karis LeVert tonight. I guess that means Rajon Rondo's back, so he's going to be playing the backup point guard. Not that really matters from a SuperDraft perspective because Darius Garland is active and healthy. For the Pacers, TJ McConnell, Lance Stevenson, Miles Turner, TJ Warner all out. Chris Duarte is playing tonight. Goga Patazzi is playing tonight. They have depth tonight, so who knows? Like the Pacers are just kind of that team. Like one of these guys is going to go off. Like Brogdon, Halliburton, and Buddy Hield have all been playing monster minutes, so like one of them is going to go off. whoever shoots the ball well, pretty much. Like, there's no in between. And we've seen, oddly enough, we've seen some of those guys go off together too. So if you want to take those chances, you can, but they all have low enough multipliers that it's not like the end of the world that you have to play them.
Mm-hmm.
And for the Phoenix Suns, they are without Devin Booker, Cam Johnson, Frank Kaminsky, Chris Paul, Dario Saric. Their starting lineup is Cameron Payne, Landry Shamet, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, and DeAndre Ayton, so no surprises there. I mean, if you really want to take a shot at Landry Shamet tonight, you could do it. I think he's like 1.8 or 1.85. Probably not a guy that's going to pay off unless he just takes a ton of shots and makes a ton of shots out of nowhere, but not something I'm doing. Then for the Orlando Magic, Jonathan Isaac and Jalen Suggs is out tonight too. RJ Hampton is getting the start in his place, so maybe RJ Hampton looks good tonight. They do have Markelle Fultz back. There's Terrence Ross. There's Gary Harris. So it's just like all these guys are here. Like, if RJ plays well, he's going to pay off. But if he doesn't play well, he's just going to lose the minutes. So, like, the fact that he's starting, like, he could just play 18, 20 minutes still. But if he plays well, he's probably going to play 30 minutes and probably going to pay off. I have no idea what his multiplier is because that kind of happened later on in the day. I figured Suggs was just going to play. So, but their starting lineups: Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Mo Bamba. Move down to the Brooklyn Nets. They're without LaMarcus Aldridge and Ben Simmons, so pretty much healthy besides LaMarcus Aldridge tonight. Kyrie is playing, Seth Curry, Bruce Brown, Kevin Durant, Andre Drummond's what they do have projected for the starting lineup. Probably what's going to happen. Charlotte is without Gordon Hayward.
Yep.
What?
I said Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie.
I'm joking. I'm not playing him.
Charlotte's without James Bouknight and Gordon Hayward. Jalen McDaniels is back tonight. I think it's his first game back. Probably don't expect him to play much. He'll probably take whatever minutes JT Thor was playing away. That's about the only difference that makes. For the Pelicans, Larry Nance, Zion Williamson, both out once again. Brandon Ingram's questionable. Like I mentioned, I would not plan on him playing tonight if you're building your lineups. So CJ McCollum's going to look a little bit better. Maybe Valanciunas looks a little bit better tonight as well. That's kind of, you got that little revenge game if you want to go about it for him and Steven Adams since they got traded for each other this offseason. But they both only played for the other team for a year before. Or, well, I guess Donis was a couple of years, but Steven Adams was just a year.
Revenge narratives.
For Memphis, Dylan Brooks is out tonight. That's the only thing they got. Milwaukee is without, obviously, Brook Lopez once again, George Hill, Pat Connaughton, and now Grayson Allen tonight. The Duke Blue Devil that nobody likes. So Wesley Matthews could end up starting. It could be Jordan Nwora. If you really, really want to take a dark draw on those guys, you could do it. They're both really high multipliers. I would assume that Jordan Nwora is too. I think Wesley Matthews is still like a 2x or 1.95 or 1.9. Nwora is probably 1.8 or higher, I would assume. Nwora is super scoring dependent. Wesley Matthews is probably going to have to get some defensive shot or some defensive stats and knock down some threes to pay off. Probably not guys that I'd be looking to play, but if you're really trying to go out there and do that. For the Thunder, they are without half their team once again. Lou Dort, Derek Favors, Josh Giddey, Ty Jerome, Mike Muscala, Jerome Robinson Earl, Kenrich Williams, and Isaiah Roby is questionable, and he did not play last game. If he doesn't play, Olivier Sarr probably starts at center. He had a decent game last time. I think he's a 2x multiplier at forward on SuperDraft. I'm not trying to talk anybody into him, but if you want to take a chance, he's a guy to take a chance on. He's probably going to get murdered in this game anyway, so maybe he pays off. Maybe it's Darius Baisley. If the game's competitive enough, Shai's going to look good. If it's not, we could always go back to our old friend Povashevsky tonight too. Ooh. I don't remember what his multiplier is. I think it's 1.75 now. It went up a little bit. Then the Clippers are without Robert Covington, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, and Jay Preston. Robert Covington's the new one there. Probably doesn't make that big a difference. Just solidifies minutes for guys like Marcus Morris, Nick Batum a little bit more, but nothing crazy. Then for the Warriors, they are without Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Gary Payton II, and Otto Porter Jr. They do get Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and back tonight. It's because all those guys were just taking a day off yesterday. Must be nice. Getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball and just be like, I'm going to take the day off.
Yeah, it must be really nice.
Yeah. But that's pretty much the games. There's 6 games today, all the injuries. We'll probably have the starting lineups for Cleveland and the Pacers pretty soon, but it probably should be pretty basic. Garland, Okoro. Probably Lauri Markkanen, Dean Wade, and Evan Mobley. There is a chance that maybe Kevin Love starts. I doubt it. There's a chance that maybe Chetty Osmond starts. I doubt it. And then for the Pacers, Brogdon, Halliburton, Hield, Oshai Brissett, and Isaiah Jackson. That's probably set in stone at this point in time, unless they go a little bit bigger. Maybe I don't think they do that though.
Kevin Love going off tonight.
Yeah, so let's see what we got here from David. Campaign, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Landry Shamet, Jake Crowder, Bridges, Baisley, and Isaiah. Who are you talking about for center? Isaiah Hartenstein?
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Because I would not play him. But the thing I'm seeing here, too, is you have 4 Phoenix Suns.
Oh.
So you have Payne, Shamet, Crowder, and Bridges. For those guys to go off, they're going to have to score. And there's only 1 ball to shoot. So I probably would play 3 of them max.
So here's why. Here is why. RotoWire. Lineup optimizer.
You're saying that? Is that what I was saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like on paper, they can look like great values individually. But the thing is when you put all 4 of them together like that, you're going to have an outcome that it's not going to support all 4 probably.
Yeah, that's crazy that they have all these Phoenix players together.
It makes sense because like their guys are values, but like I don't know. Landry Shamet would be the one I get rid of. I'd probably play. You can play John Morant, you can play Darius Garland. All those guys sound a lot better. Because like Shamet, you just got to hope he gets hot. Because he doesn't do anything else. He only shoots. He doesn't rebound. He doesn't get assists. He doesn't get steals. He doesn't get blocks. So
they got a different one. They got a different one that has Cameron Payne, Shai Gilgeous, Drew Holiday. That's the guards. But then it's Jay Crowder, Kel Bridges.
I don't like Drew that much against Shai though. I guess he could kind of bully him if he really wants to, but I don't know. For me, I'm probably playing Campaign, Darius Garland, and who's the other guy? I'm blanking. It's a 1.25 guy.
That's fine. We can get into it right now.
CJ McCollum. Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah, baby.
Because I don't think Brandon Ingram ain't playing tonight. I can almost – it's like 95%.
So, let's get into it.
I also would say it's going to be very interesting to see who starts in place of Brandon Ingram tonight, whether it's Devin Graham, whether it's a Garrett Temple, whether Najee Marshall's been randomly playing a lot lately too. Tony Snell's plays a decent amount for some reason. All these guys that aren't very good, but hey, they've been winning. Why is RotoWire? Oh, I know. RotoWire had Isaiah Stewart hyped up on DraftKings too for the projections this morning.
Yeah, he's not hyped up on here.
He had a nice game the last time out. That's about it.
Who's this Hartenstein guy?
I think the last time they played the Warriors, I think the last time they played the Warriors, he did all right, and Zubac got in foul trouble or something like that. That's the only reason. Hartenstein, let's see what they got here on RotoWire. RotoWire has Hartenstein projected for 29 points at what's his multiplier?
2-time multiplier, 2x.
Oh, excuse me. I gotta go back. That was on FanDuel. They have been projected for 61 points after the 2 times multiplier, which hasn't projected for like 30.6 points essentially, which he's a very good fantasy point per minute guy, but the thing is when you have him and Zubac, they're going to eat into each other. So unless Zubac just gets in foul trouble or gets run off the court, Hartenstein ain't going to be there. Hartenstein's a big guy too. They could just end up they literally could end up playing Batum and center half the game.
I was reading that earlier, and didn't Zubac get in foul trouble?
I think last time these two played, they got foul trouble. And then every once in a while, Hartenstein will come off the bench and he'll play well, and they'll just keep him in the game. But they're also playing against Golden State tonight, who plays small. And if Kevon Looney's not out there, if it's just like Nemanja Bjelica, they can just play Marcus Morris or Nick Batum at center.
Let's see. You're playing Cameron Payne, right? So
yeah, I'm playing Payne CJ McCollum and Darius Garland for me. I think I'm just playing one lineup tonight, or one main lineup at least.
You're playing Garland.
Yeah. I like Shy has crazy upside, but I just don't trust that game's not going to be a blowout. Like Oklahoma City's actually played respectable with how bad they are, but Garland. So Garland and Shea have like the same upside technically. Ooh, what's this say? Does this say Lou Dort's out for the remainder of the season? Yep. I gotta send my boy this. He's a big Lou Dort fan.
Let's see. Just like I like Shy. He's just been playing really damn well.
Yeah, but it's just it's them playing Milwaukee.
You think they're gonna blow Milwaukee out, or they're gonna get blown out?
They're gonna get blown out. My line's kind of weird tonight, honestly. And like the fact that yeah. So like I'm almost off of Giannis. Like I'm debating whether I'm gonna play Giannis or not, just because that game like could be a blowout. But like if it's a blowout, he could still score like 62 points before like the game's over.
Mean, what did Cat do last night? He had 27 points. You know, he made 27 points, you know, last night.
Yeah, he had 51 FanDuel points, I know, so that should be pretty similar to SuperDraft.
Yeah, SuperDraft, yeah, because he was at 1.
Yeah. So he probably got to like 52 or so. Yeah. So for me, like the question is kind of like, do you want to play Durant or you want to play Giannis? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna play Durant. Giannis has more upside.
Yeah.
But there's more risk with him tonight.
Just because of the blowout.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton are starting to play better again for the actual game. Oh, I think Cole Anthony is actually somebody that's quite interesting tonight too at 1.45.
Poku?
Maybe.
Did you say maybe? I heard you. Yeah. I heard it.
Yeah, I like me some Poku action.
Don't worry, we're gonna at least get 2.
I might make another lineup just because I want to play Cole Anthony one of these two.
Like I want to play Kevin Love.
Oh, is there still more entries in the dollar one? Apparently. Cool. Yeah, so I think this one.
I might play Poku in this and just let it roll.
I'm gonna play Ja Morant in this one.
Where is Ja?
Ja Rule.
Dave Chappelle's doing a stand-up and he's talking about when 9/11 happened. They were like, you know, MTV was doing interviews with like celebrities. He's like, at a time like this, I don't need to hear what Ja Rule's doing. I'm not trying to dance.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, I'm gonna have a big tragedy happen in my life, and I'm gonna have to be looking around like, oh my God, where is Ja?
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Just trying to see like if there's anybody else that's like a dark throw at guard too, just because like I made the list really early, you know.
And what about Wendell Carter?
First game back off an illness, so take that with what you will. God, who's it? Does Aiden guard Wendell or does he guard Mo Bamba? I feel like he should guard Wendell Carter. Body-wise, it makes more sense for him to be on Carter and for Jake Crowder to be on Mo Bamba. Because Mo Bamba is not thick at all.
See,
RJ Hampton 2X. So I guess if you really want to play RJ Hampton, he's 2X. We can make a high line, or we can make a.
Yeah, we'll have a crazy. Don't worry, we'll have a crazy lineup.
Is there a nickel contest today or not?
Yeah, there were. There were. We could throw Crowder in here.
Crowder. Yeah, I like Crowder tonight. I like playing him in like one lineup, Bridges in another lineup. Just kind of mix it up a little bit. So let's see, campaign check goes to Alexander, CJ McCollum, Povashevsky. They might be getting a little I feel like the forwards get a little risky.
Well, we can take Crowder. I mean, we
Put
can
Kevin
take
Love.
Crowder out here.
Put your boy Kevin Love in.
Kevin Love. Put a different Kevin in here. Getting risky.
Got to risk it for the biscuit.
That's okay. Try to make that money. Gotta make that money, man.
Group chat, I said Seattle might trade for Goff, and my buddy's a Lions fan. He's like, Goff, question mark, law. He's convinced like Jared Goff's like the worst quarterback that ever existed. Like,
Goff's pretty bad. He's pretty bad.
Okay, so, but he, like, if you only watched him when he played with the Lions last year, you watched him when he had nobody to throw to either. Like, he's not bad. Like, he's the definition of average.
Yeah, he's definitely the definition of average. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being average, I guess.
Yeah. Like, you want your starter to be better than him. But if your starter is worse than him, you're probably crying. But the whole thing is Shane Waldron has the connection with him from St. Louis. So it makes sense. If Goff is an okay core, so if you give Goff, Tyler Lockett, Noah Fant, and DK Metcalf, and if they beef up the offensive line just a little bit, that could be an okay team. Like they could be an average offense. Let's put it that way. Apparently, Sarr is only eligible at center on SuperDraft, and he's 2x.
Let's do something really crazy.
Okay, play Sarr at center. Is this the nickel one?
I remember we do $1 a nickel because I want to. If I'm going to win in one, I want to win in the dollar one too.
So SARR at center. Center.
I know.
I like playing Drummond tonight too. But let's see. So play RJ Hampton at guard. Yeah, he's at 2x. God, who else? Freaking. Oh, if we're playing Sarr, what if we get really crazy and play like Tail Mallet down there?
We play Bane. Let's play Bane.
Yeah, I hate Bane.
Why?
TCU.
Because what?
Because he sucked in college and now he's good.
That's not a pretty reason to hate him.
But he always hit like the corner threes against Kansas. Okay.
You're like, I hate this dude.
I have to dislike Memphis so much just because they have Desmond Bane and Dylan Brooks, and I hate both those guys. Dylan Brooks is just a fuck though. Like literally. He ain't playing Jordan Poole tonight unless he starts. He's probably not starting. Who else?
Cam Tom. No.
Reggie Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
No, I guess if you're playing RJ in this one, we don't play Cole Anthony. Like you could play Cole Anthony, but then like you got RJ in this line too. So I'm like, Evan Mobley. Play Evan Mobley at forward. Well, I'm going to play one line with Valanciunas at center. I just really don't think Brandon Ingram's playing tonight.
I mean, we might.
No. So we need forwards. Who'd you play at forward for the last lineup? Did you play Crowder or Bridges?
We had Poku. Yeah, we got crazy with that.
You had Crowder? You had Crowder in the last one, right?
Yeah, Crowder and Caleb.
Yeah. So
it
play
was already
Bridges.
pretty crazy.
Play McCallum this one. Mikal Bridges. There you go. God, who else can we play?
Just get, throw just Giannis in there or something.
Maybe. Or Durant.
Oh.
Just play Durant then.
KD. All right, crazy. Get crazy to this lineup. Hampton, Bain, Reggie, Jackson, Evan Mobley, Miko Bridges, Kevin Durant, and who the hell is Sar? Oliver. Olivier.
Yep. With an R.
Olivier or
with an R for whatever reason. I don't know why. I had no idea who that guy was till like a month ago. So,
all right, then we'll throw this. We'll do this, and then we'll do this.
Let's see. Starting lineups for Cleveland Cavaliers: Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, Laurie Markman, Dean Wade, Evan Mobley. And then
why not K-Love?
No, Kevin Love doesn't start ever. And then Pacers stars Malcolm Brogdon, Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, O'Shea Brissett, Isaiah Jackson. And let's see. The Nets are starting Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, Bruce Brown, Kevin Durant, Andre Drummond. So that's expected. And then for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, and Mason Plumlee. So not many surprises. And second take extra says thoughts on Malcolm. He's got upside. He's at 1.25. One or two of the guys out of Malcolm Brogdon, Tyrese Halliburton, and Buddy Hield are probably going to hit on any given night. Figuring out which one is going to be is a bigger, it's a big gamble. But whoever shoots the ball well. Let's see. They go against Cleveland. You could have a good game tonight. I guess it depends. So, or Coral guard Halliburton or Brogdon. This could be a Buddy Hield night, if I'm being honest. Because you're going to have Dean Wade or Laurie Markman on him. They ain't athletic. Or they ain't, yeah, you know what I mean. For some reason, they're both playing small forward this year, but.
What did you say you're playing Garland? Yeah, we'll throw Garland in this one.
I love Garland. That's my dude.
Where
I feel like if I'm being honest, I probably won more money in DFS playing Darius Garland in the past year and a half than I have like any other player. But like at the beginning of last year, he was like 6K on like FanDuel and Draft Team for the longest time. He kept scoring like 40 points every night, and they just never fixed it for like a month. Like, well, just keep playing him. And Mobley you can't look at too much just because Jared Allen's not playing.
I mean, if Jared Allen's not playing, then we're throwing him in there. Because, yeah, when he gets big minutes, I guess. I mean, I guess I guess I'm wrong. He said big minutes and not done shit.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing is when he plays long, when him and Jared Allen play together, they're fighting for the rebounds every game. So, like, if you go back, like, if you just look through Evan Mobley's, you'll get, like, 11 rebound game, 5 rebound game. It'll be back and forth. And it's like Jared Allen's the same way. Like, yes, Kevin Rebound's a good rebounder, but he's not the same level of rebounder that Jared Allen is. Okay,
so do we do Mobley or do we do Kevin Love and stack it with Garland?
Put Mobley in this one. We got Kevin Love in the other one.
Yeah, we got Mobley in another one too.
What?
We have Mobley in another one too.
Oh, we do?
Uh-huh.
You're playing Steven Adams again.
No, he's just here.
Put Drummond in that one. It's because he got crazy upside on tonight's slate. Doesn't mean he's gonna hit it, but he could. He gets 30 minutes. That dude might be the top scorer on the whole entire slate. Oh,
don't get excited like that.
David, why do you hate Morant?
Where is Ja? You don't like Ja? Hold on.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Who else do we want to put in here? I mean, I'm thinking Wendell Carter. No, let's put Poku in here. Put another Poku. His upside's crazy. Oh, he's been playing.
Yeah, and everybody's out again, so.
I mean, 37 points times 1.75, man. digging that.
Good.
It's pretty good.
He looks like a guy that should never be good at basketball too. That's the funny thing.
My girl and I were watching it. He's like, "Holy shit, that guy's skinny."
He's just like he's a really tall, like skinny 7-foot guy that like
he looks like a stick. He looks like a stick bug.
Do you know who Andre Kirilenko was, AK-47?
Yeah.
He kind of looks like him, but way less athletic. He's a little bit thicker than him though.
We can throw Poku in here. I like Poku, man.
Poku.
Yeah, we can rock this. Why don't we like Ja? We can take Ja out of this one.
This has never done shit for me. I'm like, wait. When do you play John Morant? Like, he's always Ja pretty much always good. Except for the game where he bruised his hip.
Where is Ja? I mean, last game he wasn't very good.
Okay, so here's something like David says too. So just saying players never pan out for me when I play them for some reason. So like, here's the thing, like with DFS, you have to. It's like being a quarterback in the NFL. You have to have short memory. Like if you throw it in, like if you play a guy one night and he doesn't hit, doesn't mean you can't play him the next night.
I mean, Halliburton's all right. I mean, where's Terry?
What? Terry? Hey.
Terry's been playing.
Who are they playing again? Yeah, but some of his games got inflated because like LaMelo got hurt in the one game.
Playing Brooklyn, dude.
Who are they playing?
Brooklyn.
Maybe.
And they're at home.
Maybe.
It's like in the last 5 games, his lowest game is like 40 points, 37. Other than that, it's over 50 points.
Dave says, "Don't tell me how to live my life."
That's the best. That's the best saying ever. And I thank you. I like that you guys are being rubbed off on. Ew, that sounded gross.
Well, thank you for that. Am I gonna win another $100 tonight?
Yeah, dude, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see any of our lineups hit.
Me too.
So I mean, I don't know. I like Terry, man.
Or apparently we want to get 13th or 21st place in the other contest.
I mean, you're talking about heel too. I mean, yeah. I mean, we did. I mean, in some of the contests we don't know a lot about, we've been doing well too, which I like.
David says he likes Rozier. We'll play Terry for him.
Yeah, I'll play Terry. Yeah, Andrew, you hooked us up on. I mean, shit. I did really well. Listen to his advice on Sunday. Having him on the show, it was really nice.
But I did better.
You did, yeah, you did. Because I played the wrong. Should have played Kyle instead of Kurt at champion. That's the only difference. You know, I had both playing, but I should have just played Kyle at. If I had him at champion, I would have been higher up.
I don't know if you can see this. It says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the most useless draft pick ever," and it's a picture of Jordan Love. My buddy sent me that. He's a Packers fan. And
he is bad. He's super bad.
So,
and the crazy thing is too is like I told everybody. Like when we were on the other show, I was telling him, I was like, you guys don't understand how bad he is. Like, you know, Rodgers does the net game, you know, where he throws and he throws into the net, you know. And,
Tim Boyle even threw in the net.
Dude, I don't even think Love could hit a barn. I don't think he could hit a barn from 40 yards out. I don't think so.
He'd be lucky if he could hit the bottom of the net, not go through it.
He's really bad. And I think they're really going to regret that pick. Like, it's going to haunt them for a while. I mean, they're going to have to trade him.
Yes and no. Because, okay, so
man, they could have had a receiver at that pick. At least
but you can, look at this 1 of 2 ways. Give Rodgers extra motivation to say, fuck you, pretty much, and play, like, his best ball, too. So, like, at some point, like, because what if he just was as bad as he was the year before that? Like, for the next 2 years? Like,
what if Green Bay would have just traded for, like, Minshew? And then tried to see if Adams would have just stayed, you know?
Everybody's like, Minshew should be the starter here.
I think Minshew is salvageable enough to be a starting quarterback, you know? For you to go make, you could have traded Rodgers or done whatever you needed to. They still can, right?
He gets in there. He's like that Teddy Bridgewater area where you don't want him to be your full-time starter, but he's not.
I think he's a little bit better than Teddy though, just because he can run. Teddy can't run.
Yeah, They're both about the same speed, honestly.
Oh, well, Teddy's got. I mean, his leg just came completely out of his fucking everything. Lucky he still has a leg.
It's better than Culpepper's leg. Something about the Minnesota quarterbacks. That's why Kirk doesn't even try to run. Not that he could really run. But not that Kirk's that fast, but he ain't going to even try to run. He's like, I know what happens to Minnesota quarterbacks to try to run.
So here's the thing, David. With that RotoWire, I didn't really understand how much everybody uses it. It's crazy. Now it's like useless.
Yeah, so
I mean, you can use it to kind of see what everyone else is doing to avoid it. That's kind of nice. But I mean, you can go through and pick through and kind of see some guys that you like. What's really nice is you can make it up to like 20 different lineups and see if maybe, because on the free one, you can make one lineup. I think if you just don't pay for it, you can make at least one lineup, which is kind of nice, But if you pay for it, you can make like up to 50 lineups. So you can at least look through different lineups and at least make adjustments. So you're not playing what everybody and their fucking mom is going to be playing. It's kind of nice to be, you're going to want to be different.
Yeah. So when I do like projections in the morning, I'll actually start with RotoWire's base projections. I'll look at it and see, and I'll make changes from there because it's like, there'll be like some guys like campaign today, they were projecting for like 42 points on DraftKings and stuff. I'm like, I know like he's going to have to do a lot tonight, but that is a lot of points. There'll be like ones like, or they'll have a minute projection wrong for some guy. They'll say he's playing 32 minutes, but he's coming off the bench. He's really going to play like 24 minutes. So like just going through and make little changes and that, like it's a good starting point, but it's not the end all be all by any means.
This is what I got right here for the other one. You got McCollum. I put Ingram in here. Is he playing?
I don't think he's going to play.
Fuck.
Otherwise, you might have the same freaking lineup as me. Oh, well, you got Steven Adams.
No, you say you don't. There's no way you got Bane in there. You said you hate
fuck
Bane.
I hate Bane.
I might put Bane in here at the fucking co now.
Just do it. I don't care. It's 200 coins.
I know.
Did you see in the group chat the one guy that bet like $300 because he thought it was 300 coins?
Yeah. Well, they also accidentally when they were putting the ones up for these contests, it actually said $200, not coins.
Yeah. So you got Steven Adams, you got Desmond Bain, you got.
Well, now I gotta make a fucking adjustment. I don't want to play Valanciunas. I mean, I really don't.
I know, but I did. Jaren Jackson's like the most inconsistent guy ever.
Yeah, I know.
What's the multiplier in Brandon Clark?
What about Tyus Young? Is he gonna be doing anything?
He's gonna play 16 minutes.
Fuck.
It's
a 2.15. It's not terrible. Not terrible.
Ingram
isn't playing though. Let's see.
If Ingram doesn't play, Graham probably starts. Probably. No guarantees though.
Oh, I should probably send an invite to David for this too. If anybody wants to get into this, it's an exclusive contest that's put on by our friend Wendy. So David, if you want to get into this, I'll send it to you. When does this one start? This is a late game, right?
What?
Later, Pelicans game.
It's a half hour, pretty much.
All right, I'll send it to you, David. If anybody else wants to get on here, yeah. So if you pay for it, then just do like the 50 lineups or something like that. Like I did 15, just to look through it, and then at least you're different. You can get way different than most people because people don't think like that. They're like, well, I'll just put one. I'll just put the first one. But anyways, if anybody wants to get into this contest, it's for 200 coins. So if you have coins and you want to play in it and you win some extra coins, let me know. Send me either throw it in the chat right now that you want to jump in. I know David will want to jump in, so I'll just send you an invite right away. But if anybody else wants to jump in, let me know and I will shoot you an invite. What's tomorrow? Basketball?
I'm not sure. It's usually hockey on Wednesday though.
Ooh, hamstring.
Hey, he popped up as questionable with a hamstring in the middle of the day. Yeah, 95% of the time that means you're not playing.
All right, throwing Anderson in. I might just throw Anderson in here.
Slow-mo?
Yep.
Old slow-mo. He's had a couple of games lately.
Yeah, he's had a couple good games lately, but It's just a lot of Memphis players.
Who cares?
Where is Joe? I gotta send you that shit. It's just it's so funny. You said Graham might be the guy though.
He might start. That doesn't mean he's gonna be the guy.
Yeah, he looks like a bomb. All right, I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Jackhammer day. Breaking up some concrete, David.
Oh yeah, he's a plumber. So
He's a plumber.
yeah, you gotta break up the concrete. That's awesome. I mean, I like working with plumbers because the crazy thing about plumbers is either work depending. So in Wisconsin, plumbers make more than electricians, but in Minnesota, electricians make more than plumbers. They're like the two top paid, like because they have the shittiest fucking jobs.
Who's out?
For what?
You're talking about Brandon Ingram? He's questionable.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you this thing right now. Let me send you an invite, David. If you want to jump in this, it's only 200 coins, and I hope you have coins.
I assume so.
If you play on the sports betting app, if you don't play on the sports betting app, go download the sports betting app right now for SuperDraft, and then you can spin.
Brandon Ingram is out.
Then you can spin the wheel, and you'll at least get enough coins to play.
Brandon Ingram is out, and Tony Snell starting in his place. That's how I feel about Tony Snell. Tony Snell.
Oh.
What's the multiplier on Snell and Jones?
Let me hear that again, though, real quick.
Tony Snell is one of the worst fantasy point per minute producers in all of basketball. Him and PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker's actually been slightly better than normal this year.
4.05. I mean, if he gets 20 points.
We ain't talking no champion spot.
Oh.
You're looking at champion spot. Right?
Oh.
What's the regular? Look at the regular multiplier. We ain't doing that crap. You know how much balls you have to put Tony Snell in the champion spot?
2.7.
A lot. 2.7. So,
I mean,
let's just say he gets 18. That put him at 48.6. It's not terrible. What's the multiplier on the Herbert Jones?
$1.95.
Is that 1.95 or 1.55?
1.95. That's not terrible. It's better than he's looking this.
If he gets to 24, he's the same as what Tony Snell was at 18. I'd rather play Herbert Jones.
Over Anderson. I might think about that over
Anderson. Nah. His minutes are pretty safe. What's the multiplier on Marshall? Because he's been playing a little bit lately. 2.4.
0.4.
What's it go to stats real quick?
He's had a couple of okay games.
Yeah. How many minutes?
Nothing special.
There's one game where he played more and played well.
20 minutes, 29 points.
He'll probably end up playing some, but he's kind of inconsistent too.
Kinda. He's had a couple okay games.
Yeah, he pops up every once.
There we go. Versus the Lakers, 35 minutes, he put up 4 points.
Yeah, but he's got to start to get those kind of minutes.
Yeah.
David says let's see, David. He has almost 18.
Okay.
So cool. You have plenty.
Hey, so what? Look for your invites. Go on your SuperDraft right now. Look for your invite, or if you look for your messages, I'm going to send you one right now. I hate how slow my internet is. So slow.
If I knew how to send it, I'd do it myself.
So what you do is you just go to the contest. So you just click on whatever, let's see, upcoming. You click on the contest and it says right down in this corner, invite. So if you go to your upcoming contest and you click on whatever contest it is, it'll say invite, and then you just go to invite SuperDraft players. And then I'll find Crispy One.
Crispy One? Like a Rice Krispie?
Yeah.
Let's see what the ownership percentage is on some of these players. Darius Garland, 16%. Cole Anthony, 6.6%. Jay Crowder, 34%. Kevin Love, 24.6%. Kevin Durant, 41.4%. Andre Drummond's only 7.4%. In the $1.
Sending out invites.
Cam Payne is 52% in the $1. Mobley's 33. Bridges only 15.8. It's kind of surprising. I ended up playing one line with Chris Middleton for some reason. I don't know why. Said screw it.
Let's see. I might as well send it out to all my coaches that probably don't pay attention anymore.
Let's see. Ownership. So Mäkinen came in at 27.5%. Barkov is at 15. Bennett's at 1. Well, I play Bennett. He's at 1%. Hopefully that guy scores like 3 goals. I'll be in money. Mocker came in at 45.4% today. It's pretty high for a defender. My buddy's like CJ though. I'm like, yeah, I love me some CJ.
He said Portis.
Portis for what?
Do not play him. Check your messages, brother, David, and anybody that I have as a friend. I mean, I don't know if Amy's in here, but I sent one to you, Amy. I know she said she was talking about. I'm gonna have to get her on here. We're gonna have to get Amy on here. She was like a watcher of one of the other shows, the other show I used to be on. Yeah. But yeah, she's from Minnesota. She's pretty damn cool. She's been winning a shit ton of money in like on DraftKings. She's been winning a lot of money in basketball. She's won in a couple of contests where she hit $1,500. She's hit some big winners. Ooh. So yeah, I was like, damn girl. Yeah, she's been sending me shit like some of the pictures of the money she's making. I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
She's like, I don't need to sign up. I've been winning money here. I'm like, okay. You know your shit. I trust you, girl. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so David, check your if you go on your phone or on your computer, there should be a little thing by your name that says like a little. It should look like a little. It should look like a little inbox or like an envelope or something like that. So then you can, if you go in there and then you can join, it's just 200 coins. I think she said that 13th place and like 21st place will win $10.
Like $10 here or something. I don't know why those numbers, but
I don't know. It's kind of cool. So I'm trying to win 13.
Maybe those are favorite numbers. My favorite number is 13.
13 and then 21 for blackjack, maybe.
Could be.
So let's see. They got shit up for tomorrow.
Don't think so.
Save. Yeah, right. You're just trying to get me off Ingram. I know what it is.
Who?
I'm just kidding. I was saying you. They don't have anything there, so it's not up yet. It must be. We'll see. We'll find out what it is. I'm ready for fucking.
It's usually hockey on Thursday, though. And golf's on Thursday.
Yeah, golf's on Thursday. Let's see. It's probably hockey. But we had hockey tonight, which is crazy. Usually it's basketball on Monday.
Game tomorrow.
Man, they don't have a $20 contest for golf. Come on. That's the one thing I don't like about the ticket system is they should just give you $20 in tickets, you know? So I could play the $12 one if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the worst part is when they have preseason NBA, there used to be a bunch of like $3 contests called $3 trades. I won a bunch of those. And you could get $3 that you win the $3 ticket on the wheel. Now you can win the $3 ticket on the wheel and you can't use it anything.
Yeah, I mean they have a couple of them, but
yeah, it's all 10-man contests though.
Yeah, I mean, and especially like when you like are getting these coins, you should be able to like just buy tickets. It shouldn't be like a $20 like I want to buy a $10 ticket. No. $10 in tickets. All right, let's just take a little look at this little preview.
What are you looking at?
I was just gonna look at golf real quick. I know it's 2 days away, but
We'll
I
talk
just
about
like
it
to get a
tomorrow.
little dabble. I'm gonna listen to a couple things tomorrow. Dude, Dustin Johnson's playing. Nice.
Is he gonna play?
Oh, Brooks is back. That's cool. He sucks. I think the pictures that they used for him is so funny because it's when he was just so young. He looks so much different, dude. He does not look like that. Did you see the whole dispute with him and Koepka, or with him and DeChambeau?
There's a new one.
No, like the old one. So there was a time. There was a I don't know what course they were playing last year, but DeChambeau was playing, but Koepka didn't play, and like every time DeChambeau would swing, people would be like, "Let's go, Brooksy!" And like people were getting thrown out of the tournament for saying that. He was having them thrown, like Bryce was having them thrown out, or Bryson, right? Bryson. He was having them thrown out because they were like yelling, like he was getting pissed off because the whole competition between them.
Yeah.
So like Brooks Koepka, he's sponsored by Natty Ice, I think. Like either that or what is it? I don't know. Is it Bud Light? I thought it was Natty Ice. It was some beer company, but he did a little commercial. He did like a little YouTube like short, and he was like, so I heard anybody out there that was cheering for me out there. I appreciate y'all. I mean, I guess I couldn't make it to the event, but I appreciate y'all cheering for me anyways. Anybody that had their time cut short, we're going to be sending you a free, case of beer. Shit's so funny. Just cracking on Ryson, dude. Oh man, they just get on each other's nerves so bad. That's why I said, like, anytime I want to see them play together, they should have a tournament where they play together.
They did, didn't they?
And maybe you're right. Maybe they did. Did they? Oh,
didn't they play with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers?
No, it was. It wasn't Brooks.
It was Bryson.
That was Mickelson.
Oh,
because Mickelson and Rodgers ended up winning it. Hell yeah, David! And you can invite anybody if you have any friends. You can invite anyone. Just make sure they're classy. I guess we can get out of here. I just wanted to jump in here and dabble a little bit and see what was in for golf, but it's nice to see that like it's a full field like of normal golfers.
Well, it's a major.
I know. It's just nice to have it again. It's the players.
Yeah.
And I was hoping they had a $20. I mean, why wouldn't they have a $20 contest for the players? That makes no sense for me. Like, that's like a huge major.
You might add it tomorrow still, but
I doubt it. They'd have to. I mean, maybe, but they'd have to fill it. I feel like that's a big contest. Oh damn. Dang. Hockey, I'm in 5th right now. It's early, obviously.
I'm in 5th after 11 minutes.
Dang, I got 1.12 points. Dab on him.
I'm in 19th.
Crispy won. He's tied with me too. Yeah, let's go, David.
I'm in 19th, and none of my guys even have points.
I know. Hey, let me get a little amp for a little bit here, son.
Yeah.
That's what sucked, dude, about golf, because I was in first for like ever, and then all of a sudden Saturday hits and Rory has a shit day, and then Sunday hits and everyone has a shit day. I mean, I still finished in 22nd, but
I'm still mad.
it was nice seeing being in first for a long time. It's just like, this feels so good. Like, you look at your your money that's there, and it's just like $180. You're like, oh, I fucking love this. And then all of a sudden at the end of the week it says like 3. Shit.
Any good guys that have high multipliers in golf this week?
We got
your good friend Stanley.
Stanley. No, we're not playing him.
Doug Gims at 1.5. Danny Lee's at 1.45 if he ever gets his shot back. William Clark, 1.45.
Reaper. How did he do last week?
What did Gal do last week? he make the cut?
Gala.
Did Tigala? He's
Oh,
not.
Tigala.
I don't think he made the cut last week. Like I said, he won.
Oh, it says no news. What are the odds?
There's nothing. Literally nothing. Hey, Lee Westwood's still at 1.35. Played okay last week till like the last day. You know who actually played good again last week? Gary Woodland.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He hasn't played well in a long time.
Burger. Han Solo Burger.
Now I'm just waiting for Cam Champ to finally play good again. Ooh, Cameron Young at 1.3 is not bad. I don't think he's ever played the players though.
I played him last week. He did really well. Well enough.
He did good enough. You got top 20. That's all that really matters.
Well enough. And that was the bet, dude. That was the bet. That guy said top 20 Cam Young would hit. And he called it.
I might play Jason Day this week.
Ooh, the gooch.
I know you don't like Jason Day.
Oh, I wanted to play him the other week. No, not Jason. That wasn't Jason Day. That was what's his name? The other. No, he's not Australian. He's Spanish.
No, but I was looking and I'm like, why didn't he? I thought he was hurt the last time, but no, I clicked on it and he withdrew last time because his mother died. Which means he's either going to play like crap or play really well. There's no.
I hate that they take players off and put them back on. Like, it just eliminates all their stats.
McNeely. Is Tringali healthy now? Probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't trust him at least. How did Keegan Bradley finish last week?
I don't know. I'm going to have to listen to some stuff
Yeah.
tonight and tomorrow.
He got 11th last week. Keegan's actually starting to play well again.
Yeah, 11th place, 72 par final round, which is, I mean, that's a good way to
Good compared to everybody else. Everybody else shot 3 over at least.
So it says Bradley has made the cut in all 5 of his starts this year and pair of top 15 finishes. Yeah, he's playing really well. I mean, that might be a good play.
Yeah.
That might be a good play.
He missed the cut again last week.
Who?
Your boy Seamus.
I'm sure he did.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm staying away from him for a little bit. He did really well on the West Coast.
He did really well in Hawaii.
Yeah,
then they all just kept going downhill from there.
Well, Lowry.
Hey, I ain't playing in here. This is going to be a good Louis week. It's probably gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll probably play Morikawa.
Yeah, I can see doing that. What about Matty Kuchar?
He kind of fell apart.
Yeah, he does weird shit though at these majors.
He usually plays well at the end of the year. We're not towards the end of the year yet.
Rio.
Ooh, he ain't been good in a while.
Yeah, he don't give us these stats. All right.
There's a lot of guys that haven't been good. This is going to be that random Kevin Streelman week when he actually gets top 10.
We can talk more about it tomorrow. Obviously, we'll get into that. We'll see what tomorrow's events come. I mean, it might be – usually it's hockey, so we'll obviously talk 3 sports tomorrow. We'll just see what it is for SuperDraft Pro tomorrow. So I hope it's just basketball. I hope they just do basketball.
Give me a basketball single game.
Yeah, it'd be sweet because then we just talk 2 sports, and I mean, then we could dig deep in golf because that's usually pretty fun. That's usually how we end up setting some at least top 20 finish lineups. I mean, that's how we end up doing it. Yeah, I like golf too because I mean you can dig into. I mean, there's some. That's what I was trying to explain to some people yesterday. Is like there's a lot of things you got to think about when it comes to golf. It's how well they play on certain turf. I mean, how well they play in certain weather, how well they play in certain areas. I mean, how well they've been playing lately, how well they played here before.
And then sometimes it doesn't even matter.
Was their caddy the same as last year? I mean, I don't know. I'm just making that shit up, but sometimes it does affect it. But anyways, you got anything else to say before we get out of here?
Nope. Hopefully, I have another good night. That's all I'm hoping for. And
that's all that matters. Making money, being in the green. If you make more than you spend, that's all that matters, even if it's just a little bit.
Unfortunately, I got locked out of CJ McCollum on FanDuel. I played too many guards in the first 3 games that I couldn't play CJ McCollum on FanDuel. Probably should have changed that before we came on the show, but oh well. Let's see if the other.
Tell them where to find you at, brother.
Let me just see if they got the Memphis lineup in or not. It's just going to be John Morant, Desmond Bain, Williams, and Jackson, and what's his face? Adams. Yeah, that's what it is. Where is Ja? Then just Milwaukee, Oklahoma City, and the Lakers and the Warriors after that. The only thing you're really watching is see if Roby plays or not. Hold on. Somebody else is playing tonight. Who the heck's playing now? Ty Jerome, I think, is playing now for Oklahoma City. Let me look at this real quick. Just because he's not listed as out anymore. They took Lou Dort out because he's out for the season now, but I don't know if Ty Jerome.
All right, let's get out of here.
Jerome is out for the season now, too, so never mind. Mike Muscala, Ty Jerome, and Lou Dort all have been ruled out for the season now for Oklahoma City. We weren't good to start with, but now we have no depth at all. So they're going to be signing a couple of G League players in the next couple of days. Apparently, they must have already signed this guy. Maybe.
Gangster League.
Hold on. Maybe, I don't know. Scotty Hobson apparently is on their team now. He's a 32-year-old rookie. Looks like he's a 32-year-old rookie at least. He played a grand total of 4 games since 2013. He's persistent at least. Give him that. Okay, let's get out of here though.
Yeah. I got some laundry to do. I got to help my girl fix her hot tub. Yep. Good night. But tell them where to find you at, brother.
Yeah, you can find me on the Twitter space at Coach Craig Sport. You can find me on the YouTube space at Coach Craig Sports. I didn't have a video today. I was just kind of taking it easy today. Still don't feel the best, but let's see. You can find me on patreon.com/Coach Craig Sports. You can find me on the Stacks app at Coach Craig Sports there too as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for today.
You might have caught a mild case of the COVID.
Hope we're not. It's not bad.
You'll be fine, man. Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, that's probably part of it too. Like my mouth got.
We won't get into it.
Nah, I think it's just part of like the place I stayed at because like the heater or the AC thing that hadn't been running a while. I think it just blew up like a whole bunch of dust and maybe like ugh.
Yeah, it's nasty. Especially I guess sometimes you get sick too when you go to a different climate or a different area where your body's not used to. It can happen.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It was like 60 degrees down there. I'm like, this is awesome. They come back.
It was terrible today. Today was nice. Was it nice in Wisconsin today? I mean, it was cold, but it was like 20s, 26. But I mean, it was at least like the sun was out and it wasn't windy.
I don't think I went outside today. It's 33 right now, apparently.
I did. I went and picked up sushi. Anyways, you can find me on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on SuperDraft, on Sleeper. You can find me pretty much everywhere at JC Money Design. Make sure you're following me and Craig at least on Twitter, because that we do post a lot of stuff on there. There are going to be some things coming up with football. As you know, there's a lot of things going on in football right now. A lot of trades, a lot of moves being made, but we're also going to be talking. Craig was at the Combine, so we're going to be talking about some of that stuff. I think we're going to get more into that. But we will be starting to post some things on, Twitter, at least some updates on players that are getting traded, stuff like that. But I feel like the main thing to focus on is some of these players. Like, I feel like some people are going to get a little hyped over some of these players, and it'd be nice to keep at least some of our followers not so, amped about players that other players people are going to get amped about. You know what I'm saying? Let's give them the good intel. Let's give them the really good intel. Yeah, let's do it. So anyways, there'll be a lot of things coming. just be on the lookout. Craig and I do have some really, really good things, and some ideas in play here to keep you guys in the loop. So yeah, keep your eyes up, keep on the lookout, and I don't know. Enjoy your night. Let's make some money, and we'll talk tomorrow. Appreciate everyone being here. Same thing tomorrow night. Obviously, we might have 3 sports, but let's hope for just 2. Let's just hope for basketball and golf. Anyways, peace out. Woo!
Pushing forward, coast to coast, state to state, city to city, flourish dilly like the late great Biggie. Baby.
Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams.